200 ticks. Anyway, let's go ahead. Let's get started. My name's Rory Powers, and today I'm going to be showcasing the AI Auto Trader. And this is a fully automated trading system that runs on the NinjaTrader 8 platform. The AI Auto Trader is leveraging really cutting edge AI technology, and it has the potential to put up winning days like it did today. You can see my my trade performance here on several, almost a dozen different strategies. The full portfolio of strategies lit it up today. Probably over $25,000 in profits, trading in one session this morning on one contract on each and every one of these instruments. So the system has the potential to really run up the score, especially on a day like today. So let's go ahead, let's get started. I just want to make sure that everybody knows that I am not a licensed financial advisor. If you're not familiar with the risks associated with trading, which are significant, please do yourself a favor and talk to somebody, ask somebody, and become aware of the risks associated with trading. So I just want to start the presentation. You know, I answer the phones here at Right Line Trading, and been with the company for many years, and I consider it a privilege to be able to answer the phones and talk to so many great people. And our members really, we have a wide spectrum when it comes to experience levels with our members here at Right Line Trading. The far left of the spectrum is the complete newbie, somebody who's brand new to trading or futures trading that has no idea what a futures contract is. And then on the right side of the spectrum, you have the professional trader who's, you know, just a full-time trader who does this professionally and makes their living in trading the financial markets. Well, I want to share Marcia's story because Marcia came to us on the far left-hand side of that spectrum, a complete newbie, totally green, still wet behind the ears, so to speak, when it came to trading futures instruments. Had never traded a futures contract, had no idea what it was, and never traded a prop firm, had no idea what a prop firm was. She came to us and gave us this beautiful testimonial after she had been with us for a few months. And in the testimonial, she is very grateful because she was able to achieve, she got funded on 15 $50,000 accounts through Apex Trader funding. And she did it within the first 60 days of trading, which really is unheard of. You know, if you think back to when you first started trading, there was a significant learning curve that was, you know, not only long and tedious, but it was expensive. You know, we lose a lot of money, and we pay for our education, the school of hard knocks, when it comes to getting experience with trading the financial instruments. Marcia, leveraging the tools that the AI Auto Trader and Right Line Trading provided, along with participating in our Discord community of traders and getting screen time and joining us every day religiously on our live streams on YouTube, she was able to significantly shorten the learning curve, save herself thousands of dollars in lessons, in education, and has done extremely well trading this AI Auto Trader. And she's extremely grateful. And she sent us this beautiful testimonial that you can find on our YouTube channel. So I just want to take a minute to acknowledge, and I just want to say, if Marcia could do it, I assure you that you can too. Remember, she had zero experience. So with that being said, I just want to acknowledge that I'm part of an extremely educated and experienced team here at Right Line Trading. Our mission here is really to help predict, to develop innovative trading strategies and indicators that help predict the future direction of price. And ultimately, what that does is it provides us with an edge over the other retail traders when we're trading the financial markets. And really, that's what it boils down to. When we're trading, we're in a battle, and we're not in a battle against the large institutions because they'd win every time. But we're really trying to win the other retail traders' money. And I think in order to have an edge, we need to have a tool set that is technologically more advanced and more powerful than what they're trading with. And I'm going to show you how our members have been provided with a significant edge over the other retail traders. Over the many years that we've been in business, about 14 years now, we've accumulated a beautiful community of traders of all experience levels. We have an extremely active and vibrant community of traders in Discord that will all tell you very quickly what's working, maybe more important, what's not working, so you can avoid those pitfalls and those speed bumps. But they're all very willing to share their journey and help one another out on this trading journey. So I just want to take just a brief moment just to introduce the members of our team here at Right Line Trading. We have 3 professional traders. First, let's start with our futures traders. We have 2 equity streams here at Right Line Trading. We have our futures and we have our stocks and options. So starting with our futures traders, we have Mr. Craig Emery. Craig Emery came to Right Line Trading, had purchased dozens of trading systems, and had a real problem with consistency. After coming to Right Line Trading about 6 or 7 years ago, it's amazing how time flies. Craig has developed his own style, his own way to leverage our trading indicators and our trading system in a way that he's able to garner consistent results. And he has his own live trading room. His primary focus is on the NASDAQ, and he had another stellar day today. He trades on YouTube on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And if you haven't had a chance to check it out, I highly encourage you to do so. Then we have Mr. David the Cush Kushner, the Cush. David is our prop trading extraordinaire. He is, like David Wise, they have a set of rules that they stick to, etched in stone rules. And, if you think about it, these bots that I'm going to be doing this presentation on, they also have a etched in stone set of rules. They're called conditions, and they don't break them for nobody. They never make mistakes or emotional decisions. And that's very much like David Kushner and David Wise. These are very disciplined, seasoned traders that have etched in stone rules for entry. They'll sit on their hands and they won't take a trade until everything lines up perfectly. All of their decisions are based on the data, no emotional decisions. So the Kush does extremely well getting payouts on a consistent basis with the prop firms. And David Wise is just, a prodigy. It's incredible. This guy does the impossible, not only one day, but every day for the last 3 or 4 years in a row. It just boggles my mind with a 90% win rate. You think the streak is going to come to an end, that no human being can possibly do it. And this is a guy that just continues to do it day in and day out. David Wise is our options trader. He has his own live trading room, and he's really a great mentor. He's helped me out significantly in my trading career. So behind the desks here at Right Line Trading, let's breeze through them really quick. My right-hand man is Mr. Brock Miller. He's a college student, and he helps me with just about every department here in Right Line Trading. I'd be lost without him. Great guy, and always willing to give a helping hand. He's a college student. He's getting his degree in computer science. Then we have our UCLA grad. He's a true blue engineer, right to the core. 30-year. He's been in the industry for 30 years as a software developer. He has his master's degree from UCLA, and he's always willing to give a helping hand to our community of traders. He runs some training sessions every week for our members in Discord. He shares his Calendly link, makes himself available 10 to 12 hours a day, 6 days a week. So he's a real workhorse. Also, we have Mr. Sergio Luque Rodriguez. Sergio resides here in South Florida, very close to me. And I've been working with Sergio for going on 10 years now. Sergio brings just an incredible talent, a software developer. He also has a master's degree in computer science from FIU. And Sergio, I've seen him with Mark Sachs, be able to take mathematical modeling, complex algorithmic equations, and now he's progressed into leveraging artificial intelligence into NinjaTrader language and integrating that into our trading system. So Sergio is just a brilliant guy, extremely gifted. He brings these complex mathematical equations and artificial intelligence, brings them to life on our trading charts. Our team is led by Mr. Mark Miller. Yes, Mark Miller. Great, let me tell you something, a true man of God, a U.S. Army vet. He's got his MBA from Cal State. He's extremely intelligent and gifted. And, I always refer to, because Mark Miller purchased the company about 3 years ago from Mark Sachs. And I always say, it reminds me of the perfect handoff, in a relay race, the 4x50 meters, you got to have that good handoff. And Mark Sachs hand that baton off to Mark Miller, whose background turns out is in robotics and automation. He's an engineer. So going into this phase that we're in currently with this AI revolution, I always refer to it as the perfect handoff. But Mark Miller is truly a man of God. He brings those core military values of honesty, transparency, integrity. He insists that they're followed to a T in every department of right line trading. Army vet and great man. So I just want to briefly introduce the voice that you hear behind your screen. My name's Rory Powers, and I'm a Syracuse University graduate. And my passion is trading the financial markets and saltwater fishing. But I've got to say, the best catch of my lifetime was my beautiful wife, Christelle. Christelle and I got married about 8 years ago. We have 2 beautiful children. God blessed us. They're turning 6 and 2 in March. And this is a recent picture of Halloween, right around Halloween this past October, the end of October. On a recent fishing trip, you can see Mark Miller, Sergio, and myself caught some beautiful grouper and snapper. We took them right into this restaurant behind us, and they cooked them up fresh for us, and it was a fish feast. All right, let's get on with the show. The genesis of the AI auto trader. And man, this is me after a day of trading on a discretionary basis to a T. You can see her equity stream, her equity curve. Her account started up here, and she watched over the weeks or months, it dwindled down to nothing until finally she was ready to take a sledgehammer out of frustration to her monitor, to her computer screen. And man, I can relate to this woman like you don't believe. I've blown out several trading accounts. Left to my own devices, I am constantly slipping on banana peels and blowing out accounts, just complete bonehead moves. So this was the genesis of the AI auto trader. Those human errors, those emotional outbursts that we have, they call them, you have emotional issues. We've all experienced problems with consistency in our trading journey. And really, my personal problem, and I always like to put it in the first person, I've talked to hundreds, if not thousands, of traders, but rather put you out on Front Street. I like to put myself out on Front Street, but I know from talking to a lot of you that we all share these issues. I'm not alone. And if you share them, you're not alone. I guarantee you. But, some of the most common things that we do that hurt our trading, and, I like to call it sabotaging my own trading results or sabotaging my trading account. What I do, and I did it just today, is I bail out of trades too early. If I see my P&L start running up and I'm looking at my P&L and those green numbers look so beautiful, well, I don't want to give it back, and I just squeeze my stop up way too tight, or I'll just take profits and close the trade for no good reason whatsoever. Those are decisions that are based on emotion. They're not based on the technicals of my chart. I did it today. I was in a runner on the NASDAQ. It was just going straight up to the moon. And I was at $500 of profit on it. And I said, you know what? That's my profit goal. I'm just going to exit the trade. Technically, looking at my indicators on my chart, and I'll show you the entry, you'd think I was crazy to get out of this trade. Nuts. And, it turns out it would have been a huge winner. But that's what we do. That's what we do as traders, is we exit the trades too early. If we start taking heat on a trade, we'll bail out, only to watch it reverse and go in the direction that we had intended it to go. And we're on the sideline sick, with our tail between our legs. So it's those emotional issues that we do. We let those emotional decisions sabotage our trading. And listen, we've also been seduced. We've been convinced to buy indicators that just don't work. The presentation sounded so great, and we were seduced and we bought it only to find that it just didn't work. And it all leads, listen, all of these issues, they all lead to that same miserable, lonely place of blowing out that trading account. I tell you, I've gone to sleep at night talking to myself, because it seemed like, it was just right at my fingertips. I had flashes of greatness. I had great trading sessions that I did extremely well. And I thought, hey, you finally turned the corner. You got this. Only a few weeks later to blow out the same exact, to blow out another trading account with the same exact results. So it really is. It's the very definition of insanity, to continue to do the same thing again and again and expect different results. It just doesn't happen. So this was the genesis of the AI Auto Trader. And let me tell you, it's some part of a really great team, very hardworking team. And it's been our commitment to bring this to an end via the AI Auto Trader. And we've narrowed it down to two things that we believe is going to create trading success. Number one, we want to have the proper tool set. Listen, if we're going to battle, we don't want to come to the fight with a pea shooter, with a butter knife. We want to come with a cannon. We want to come with a more powerful, more technologically advanced tool than our competitors do. So we have to have the proper tool set. And number two, because if you're anything like me and you let these emotions make the decisions for you, we need an automatic system that can get us in and out automatically at the most ideal, most opportune times, and do it for us. So those are the two things that we've narrowed it down to that are going to create trading success. If you've been living under a rock for the last year or two, and you're not aware that we're currently in what I like to refer to as an AI revolution. The AI revolution. I was talking right before we started and about the $3 trillion club, NVIDIA, Microsoft, and Apple. Listen, they're driving the NASDAQ to all-time highs. with this AI wave that we're currently in. This artificial intelligence, listen, they're just scratching the surface of the full capabilities of this technology. They're releasing chips that are 30 and 50 times more efficient and can handle more data, 30% more data than the ones that they previously released a year ago. And these major companies are releasing the most powerful chips, and this technology is getting more and more advanced and finding its way throughout really every industry in our economy. So this NVIDIA with AI and this automation, which leverages artificial intelligence, can take an enormous data set. It's almost like trading with a calculator as your brain. It's incredible. So we're in the midst of this AI revolution, and the technology gives us a significant advantage against all other retail traders. There's no more overthinking. These are the benefits. And I like to lay down a little bit of a foundation. This is a fully automated trading system. And I'm going to switch over my screen really quick to show you the workspace. This is a fully automated system that runs within the NinjaTrader 8 platform. NinjaTrader 8, when you place your order, we provide you with all the pre-formatted chart templates, strategy templates. We build a separate SIM account for each one of the bots, and we also save an entire workspace for you. So there is no guesswork on your part. We have a tool that with the click of a mouse sets up your entire workspace, all your SIM accounts. Out of the box, all you need to do is enable the strategies, and this thing is going to execute and manage the trades on your behalf. Okay, and it runs on the NinjaTrader 8 platform. You could trade a SIM account, you could trade a prop account, or you could trade a live account. Okay, as long as you have NinjaTrader 8 and a live data feed, you're in business. You're in business. This is my trading performance from today. That was all recorded on YouTube. Imagine having the ability to trade 6 instruments. This is a system that's trading all of the futures index equities, the NASDAQ, the Dow, the Russell, and the E-mini, the S&P 500. All of the futures index equities, along with crude oil and gold. So we have 6 instruments. Imagine being able to trade 6 instruments simultaneously and being able to put up that kind of performance. Well, listen, I don't know about you, unless you're Michael Jordan, the Michael Jordan of trading, I just don't think it's possible to do. So this is the power of that AI automation and what it has the potential to do. Is it the Holy Grail? No. Is it going to win that much every day? No. However, you will have days that it does this, and you will have a significant advantage over the other retail traders. We do have days, it's important to know, that we don't make money, that we lose. Today wasn't one of those days. So the nice part about the system is this AI technology is going to place your stop and your profit targets in the most ideal locations. A little bit more about that in just a minute. For prop traders, we have customized templates to get you past those evaluations. No more blood, sweat, and tears trying to pass an evaluation. We've got templates that'll do it in one day, one trade, one day, and you're past that evaluation. So stick around. I'm going to cover a lot today, and I'm going to do my best to answer any questions that you might have. But I want to get in to a little bit of the minutia on how this system is able to accomplish and able to achieve the type of results that I just showed you. And I think what distinguishes us from our competitors is that we've integrated artificial intelligence. Listen, the elephant in the room is that in the past, automated systems didn't work. And listen, the reason why they didn't work, and I think if any of you ever ran an automated strategy, you'll agree with me, is during certain market conditions, they do great, right? You know, if it's a trending day, man, I do wonderful. But if the market goes choppy, or if it's a ranging market, you know, I get beat up and the system gets crushed. So this is an automated strategy with this artificial intelligence that will dynamically, what I mean by dynamically, it will automatically, while you're trading with no input by you, it will automatically adjust its own settings based on the market conditions. It's an extremely sophisticated system. In a trending market, it's going to stretch out your stop and your profit targets to reel you in a whale. In a ranging, choppy market, it's going to bring them way in. We have a also we have dynamically changing trading session hours. So what we're covering, number one, is we have automation when it comes to optimizing the position of our stop and profit targets. The second component that I want to mention is our technology is also learning the hours of the day that historically it does the best. Listen, when the London market opens, about a half hour after the U.S. market opens, there's some instruments that do well overnight, early morning, like gold. The system will learn at what time of the day it does the best, and it will only trade during those hours of the day that historically it performs the best. The third component that we're using is a self-learning. It's a machine learning algorithm that looks at candlestick pattern recognition. The trading charts are very geometrical. There's candlestick patterns that reoccur on a consistent basis. We have right we've coded into the strategies. If I go into the parameters, and I'm going to select the AI Auto Trader, and you can see we've coded in an ATM right into our strategy, which allows us to manage these trades in very unique ways. One of them is the candlestick pattern recognition. We look at it for a number of different candlestick patterns. A star pattern. One of our favorites is the bearish engulfing or the bullish engulfing. When these candlestick patterns happen, this system will learn what the market most often does after one of these candlestick patterns forms. And it'll either lock in profits or it'll execute a trade and get into a trade, and has a high probability of being profitable. So that candlestick pattern recognition is the third component of our artificial intelligence, our machine learning algorithm. So this is an illustration of how the system runs. Excuse me. Each and every one of our bots, and remember, we're running 6 different instruments. Excuse me for just a moment. We're running 6 different instruments. Each one of our bots is running in tandem with what we call a drone. You think of a drone, and a drone is something that's hovering above to get a look at the landscape below, to get an aerial view, an overall picture, a full landscape shot of the terrain. Well, that's exactly what this drone is doing for the bot. They take a trade together, and they're sharing a database that's housed on your computer. And what the drone is telling the bot is it's telling it the average true range of the market. In Ninja Trader language, it's called the maximum adverse excursion versus the maximum favorable excursion. To keep things simple, Let's call it the average true range. The average true range. That was Sergio calling in on Skype. Let me just make sure it's not a problem with the webinar. Okay. So what this is doing, excuse me, is this drone is running 23 hours a day, and it's taking trades in tandem with the bot, and they're sharing the database on your computer. You could see in my illustration, the bottom axis of my graph are the half hour of the day. It starts at 8:30 and it's running to about 4 o'clock. And it shows you that between 8:30 and about 11 a.m. that it does extremely well. It's very profitable. But what happens is after 11:30, things kind of go south on this strategy, and it does terrible. You get all of these red bars come in. So what does it do? It tells the bot to only trade that early morning session and that 3:30 window. So it makes the output a lot more efficient, a lot more profitable in this, in this circumstance, being a trading bot. So it's only going to trade when historically it performs the best. Now it's important to know that this works automatically. I always get questions. Hey, am I going to have to optimize this? Is this something I'm going to have to fiddle with every day? The answer is no. It does it itself. So I want to highlight a couple of our most profitable strategies. We do run the full portfolio, but there's a few strategies that we have that kind of stick out like a sore thumb. And remember, I mentioned that we're trading all of the futures index equities and crude oil and gold, which are all very liquid instruments. The bid-ask spread is minuscule. So it ensures that we get our fills with a minimal amount of slippage. One of our best bots is called our ES30 range. And believe it or not, one of our members, Robert, was able to, he happens to be a professional at the optimization of automated strategies. He's a professional in this niche, and he's very generous with his time. And he shares all of his templates with the members of our community. So we were the beneficiaries of really his product. He put together a template that we call the ES30 range star. It's called the star. The ES30 range star, to give you an idea of the results that we've been getting over the last month from November 5th to December 5th, it made $9,682. If we go back just a little bit further, I'll show you what he sent me in Discord. You could see here, he shared with me, this is an equity curve from August 5th to November 5th. It was a 3-month equity curve. And so this was kind of prior to the one that I just showed, which was November to December. But from August to November, it made $27,000 trading just one contract, one contract. Trading one contract over the course of the last 4 months, you're looking at close to $40,000 with this NQ30 range strategy. It does not overtrade. It takes 1 or 2 trades per session, and it's done for the day. Today, it came out of the box, and it jumped in right at 8:30. It has a 100-tick profit target, and it went the full excursion. It made a $1,250 trade, and it is recorded on today's YouTube live stream. So this is November 5th to December 5th. It continued its winning ways with another $9,682 in profits. The bot that's associated with the drone was up $7,153. We've got some strategies on the NASDAQ that are just powerhouses. We have a couple of strategies that leverage Unorenco bars, which are really exciting to watch. They move very quickly. They can really run up the score quickly. We have some strategies running on a 30 range and a 2-minute on the NASDAQ. So the NASDAQ historically is one of our most profitable instruments. And we have a number of strategies that can get you into trades. Well, just take a look at today. Just to give you an example. If you look at today, let me go back to my chart. You can see the signal for this entry, this green cross you see on this 20 range, just to put it into perspective on the run that the NASDAQ took this morning. You can see here at 8:30. At 8:30 this morning, it really started before 8:30. It started from yesterday's session, but from this morning, these bars, just to put it into perspective, these are 20 Unarenkos. A 20 Unarenko, just to give you an idea of how big this move is, every bar that forms in the direction of the trend, every bar, every successive green bar signifies 20 ticks. 20 ticks are 5 points of the NASDAQ. So each bar, there's 5 points, so 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So there must be 100 bars there. 5 points, that's a 500-point move. So this is how this system racked up $2,000 trading that 8 Unarenko Steven today. I'm trading just one contract. And it wasn't the only one that did it. We had another strategy called the scalper, the NASDAQ scalper, that did very much the same thing. It was up over $4,000 at one point. If I blow this one up, and this one isn't as pretty, it's on a 30 range, but this is the same move from this morning that was up over $4,000 catching these rides up. It ended up at 2,700, and we let it run as an exhibition with no profit target and no stop loss. We let it run wide open. I think if you were trading yourself, if you're anything like me, you would put a defined profit limit. Like if your profit goal is $500 a day, it'll stop trading once it reaches your profit goal. And it has the same thing for a loss limit as well. So let's just continue. I don't want to go on too long. Uh-oh. Hang on, I froze up. Give me just a moment. Okay. So the second component I want to discuss is our prop trading templates. I'm going to bring the questions over. Okay. Just in case you have any questions, I'll be able to see them. So we also, what we're doing is for the holiday special, we're also including, let me read that real quick. Okay, yeah, those are great questions. Let's go back and let me answer the questions. I had specific questions regarding the workspace, and I'll read the question and answer them because it might be helpful if you're watching it too. Let me put the workspace back together. The question is, let me go back to the chart. The question is, can you please talk about the NinjaTrader window at the bottom right? This NinjaTrader window at the bottom right is my control center. My control center is where all of my strategies are running under the strategies tab. So this is kind of the main hub of NinjaTrader. If I want to build a chart, or if I want to build a strategy, or import a zip file, or save a workspace, establish a connection, this is the heart and soul of the NinjaTrader 8 platform. It's called the Control Center. The strategies on the left column, those are the bots. You can see here a list of strategies that the system is running. And those strategies, once those are enabled, those come in pre-formatted templates. And those are strategies that once they're enabled, they're going to execute and manage the trade on your behalf. So those are the strategies that are currently running as part of the AI Auto Trader. And all of those profits, yes, those profits are from today. When the session ends at 5 o'clock and it closes for an hour each day from 5 to 6 o'clock, when it starts back up at 6, these are all going to go to zero. All of these sim accounts are going to go to zero. You can see I had a couple of Apex accounts. What I do is I take my trade copier and I look at during the session which ones are performing the absolute best, and then I'll put a trade copier on each one of those sim accounts. My ES30 range is at the top, so I put it as my leader account. My NQ scalper was up 2,600. I have that as one of my leader accounts. So if I see those, these are my 5 favorite strategies. The gold strategy was up 1,580. The haymaker is always one of my go-to strategies. It was up 655 today. And then I have, last but not least, this was the scalper. So at the click of a mouse, I could turn it on and copy the trades right into my Apex accounts. Once I make $400 or $500, I'm done for the day, and I turn it off. So this is the daily P&L that will reset come tomorrow. So let's continue. The prop trading templates, which are going to be part of the special holiday offer, consist of the one-day pass templates. There's 2 phases to a lot of these prop firms. Some of them you don't have an evaluation. They go right to the funding. Some of them you'll have to pass an evaluation. Once you pass that evaluation, then you have what they call a funded account or a PA account, performance account. The evaluation accounts, very popular one is the $50,000 account, where you'll need to make $3,000 in profits before you lose $2,500. We've put together our one-day pass templates that are very aggressive. The spirit of the strategy, the one-day pass strategy, is to get you past the evaluation as quickly as possible. It may not be the least expensive way to do it, because your win rate on these, on the average, statistically, is going to be about 1 out of 3. 1 out of 3 evaluation accounts on these one-day passes is going to pass. So statistically, it's 33%. If you have 3 of them and you put all 3 of them on our one-day pass templates, statistically 1 out of 3 times you're going to win. So once you get the funded account, that's not a sustainable strategy. We have to go a lot more conservative, and we want to sustain your funding and get consistent payouts. And then we go to a much more conservative strategy that we have in our PA account template. So these are our one-day pass templates and our performance accounts templates. One of our best performers historically has been the ES and the NASDAQ. Man, I'll tell you, I'm looking out of the corner of my eye. The moves that we've been getting on gold. We've got this strategy on gold. It's called our ES scalper. It's a runner, and it has no defined profit target, and it'll get in the trade, and what it has is just a trailing stop attached to it. And the way gold has been moving with these huge swings up and down, we've just been getting monster trades on gold lately. It's a lot of fun to watch it trade. And by the way, you're always welcome to come join us. I mentioned Mark Miller is very transparent. That's one of the good things about doing business with Right Line Trading. is we let you check it out on YouTube live and watch the system trade before you jump in head first. And we always invite you to come watch the system trade. But back to the one-day pass. For the month of November, one of our most profitable ones was the E-mini at 54%. The NASDAQ on the 30 range, that's the haymaker strategy. That one always does well. So, 54%, I like to kind of, under promise and over deliver. I don't want to tell you you're going to win 54% of the time. I think to be more fair, I would expect about a 33% success rate on our one-day pass templates. But I'll tell you what it does do. The one good thing I could say about the one-day pass templates, not only does it take away all the blood, sweat, and tears that go into passing an evaluation, because you're passing on one trade, but with a trade copier, and I've seen Mark Miller do this, I can't tell you how many times, he'll take 20 evaluation accounts all at once, 20 at a time, and he'll put them on a trade copier and get 20 funded accounts in one trade. He did it just last week. He had $50,000 in profits trading with a trade copier across 20 accounts on Apex, and I've seen him do it in his PA accounts as well. He'll get, just these monster trades across 20 accounts, but it gives you the potential to have really game-changing paydays, winning days, leveraging this system. These are some of the payouts directly out of Apex. Apex has a portal in their website that once you do qualify for payouts, you'll be able to access this portal and see if it's been approved and if it's on the way. And you could see it's, Mark has had, he's been in the, he's driven up those funded accounts, $50,000 accounts, way up over 60, and several of them at a time, and had significant payouts. So it absolutely is doable and very possible. And really what distinguishes our system from our competitors is this artificial intelligence component. It's this advanced machine learning algorithm. It truly is a powerhouse when it comes to trading. So let me go over my special offer, and then listen, if I know I ran a little bit over, I like to keep it about 45 minutes. But if I didn't get to your question, please, if you have a question and I didn't get to it, I'm going to answer a few more when I'm done. But please put your name and your number. If you'd like to talk to me, if you have a few other questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Look at this gold trade, keeps running. I'll do my best to answer them. Put your name and your phone number. Nobody else can see it. Me and my associate Brock are the only ones that can see it. And I can assure you, Brock isn't going to call you at 2 in the morning. So this gold trade is continuing, but let me make my special offer. We're going to run for the holiday season a really special opportunity to come aboard at a discounted price. First, I want you to be rest assured that if you're not familiar with NinjaTrader, don't worry. We're going to do all of the heavy lifting for you. We have our, we call it a white glove installation. We're going to do a screen share, get on your screen, and we're going to set up the entire workspace for you. But I also want to mention that it doesn't stop there. That's not the end of our relationship. Yes, we do a white glove installation. However, ongoing for the lifetime of your membership, we are going to hold your hand. We know that there is a learning curve, even though it's fully automated. We want to get with you after the system's been running, and we want to kind of answer your questions, go over the results, make sure everything's running optimally, and we want to make ourselves available for the lifetime of your membership, okay? So this isn't a, pat you on the back and wish you good luck meeting. This is the beginning of a relationship that we hope to be a win-win long-term relationship. We're going to include all of those masterclass modules in our Discord chat. We have a number of training tutorials We have Masterclass 1 and 2. If you are somebody that is proficient at NinjaTrader, that it has some experience trading, we teach you how to backtest and optimize these strategies and build your own templates. And we have members that have watched those, tutorials and just picked up the ball and ran with it. And they're making templates better than we can. I'm not ashamed to tell you that. So those modules are absolutely included with your purchase. We're going to invite you to join us every day on YouTube Live. There's no extra charge for that. We're not going to charge you for a live trading room. We want to provide you with the education and the tools necessary to be successful. We want it to be a win-win. There's three things that significantly shorten the learning curve. One of them is joining us on YouTube, if possible. Number two is being an active participant in Discord, learning what other members are being successful doing and what they're not successful doing. And third is gaining screen time and running them and learning the nuances of the system and learning your strategies, which ones do the best and what our methodology is to extract profits out of the market. So you're going to be with us every day in those YouTube live streams. And crude, let me tell you, we've got a couple of positions that are still benefiting with that big volatility today. Here's gold. Gold is already up today, $1,580, and it's in another $400 or $500 trade. The E-mini, which already has $1,250 in profits, now has $1,225 in unrealized gains. So it's the system is just having a banner day today. So the special offer, we're doing a 25% site-wide discount. The memberships come in three sizes: monthly, annual, and lifetime. Lifetime we like to refer to as a one-time payment. The monthly is just that. It's a monthly subscription. For this holiday season, we're offering the full portfolio of strategies, probably for the last time. What I mean by that is all of the prop trading templates, all 6 of the instruments, all future markets, all future templates are going to be included, all inclusive. Okay? Though I like to refer to it as the full Monty. This holiday season, you will get the full Monty, everything. All of the discretionary trading chart templates, all of the strategy templates, the full workspace. On the monthly membership, normally it's $6.99. We're going to discount 25%, and it brings the monthly to $524 per month. Our annual is normally $29.99. We're discounting our annual to $22.49. So I always like to break it down to what does that come out to per month. If we take $22.49 and divide it by the 12 months of the year, it comes down to $187 is what it boils down to that you paid per month over the course of the year. It is a one-time payment of $22.49 for the entire year, but it breaks down to $187 a month. So for $187 a month, you've got a trading system that's a powerhouse, and you have access to our live trading room every day for the entire year for $187 a month. Now, if you're one of those people that just doesn't like recurring subscriptions, we have our one-time payment, our lifetime license, which is normally $49.99. We're discounting by 25%. So it comes out to $37.49, and that's a one-time payment. Once that's paid, you own it forever, forever. And I see the PayPal logo down here. It reminds me. At the checkout, and Brock, my associate, has placed that link in the chat box if you're interested in coming aboard. If you order today, we'll get you installed today. If I see your order come through today, myself or Charles will drop what we're doing today and get you installed today. So tomorrow, when that news report comes out, you have the potential to put up the numbers like we did today. So order today, you get installed today, you'll be running tomorrow. I wanted to, before I forget my thought, is Brock put the link in the chat box. One of the ways you could check out is through PayPal on our website. They have what they call PayPal later. Isn't that nice? PayPal later. Why pay now when you can pay later? The good news, there's no interest. You know, nobody wants to pay later if they pay a ton of interest. There's no fun in that. But this is actually, you get it now, but you don't have to pay for it until later. And there's no interest, which is something I love. So you get it for, you could pay it over the course of 6 months, completely interest free. With that PayPal later. Now they do have some terms as far as qualifications for the credit, but I don't think it's very difficult if you have okay credit. So I just want to show you before I get to my testimonials, and I don't want to miss any questions. I see a few more questions. I'm going to give you a call, Mr. Sharif. Of course we do. That's a great question. He asked me, do we have a way for a newbie to learn from scratch to being operational with the AI system? And what you've just described here is to a T is Marcia's story. In the beginning of my webinar, I described Marcia's trading journey. I described her as being to the far left of the experience spectrum, to the complete newbie. We held her hands. I met with her every day for a few weeks, maybe a month, and coached her and answered all her questions and went over all of her results with her. And I don't mind doing it with you either. I make my calendar available to everybody. And if you need somebody to hold your hand and walk you and help you guide you through the learning curve, you'll find it with our team. So I wanted to show you a testimonial from today because this is a mind blower. Let me see. Here it is. In our YouTube, I took a screenshot of it. Stephen Aldridge, who we really named the Stephen Bot. We really named it for him because he helped make it. But he made $9,900 trading the Stephen drone today. Trading the Stephen automated bot in one trading session, he put up $9,900. So let me tell you, I know this is, it's not cheap, and I respect that. I know that. But listen, when you have a system that has the potential to put that kind of money in the boat, the value is definitely there. And listen, Stephen's not alone. We have Steve Cherry. I don't mean to say his last name, but Steve C. He gave us the NQ scalper. He gave me the gold scalper. The gold scalper is this strategy right here that's in this monster trade. When he gave it to me, he said, listen, this strategy has been up $1,000 every morning. Every time I turn on my computer, this thing is up $1,000. And I said, can't be. And I've watched it, man. Every morning, pre-market, overnight, I wake up in the morning and this strategy's up over $1,000. It's incredible. And you can see it's still in this trade. It's catching this huge move down on this gold trade. Well, Steve is the one who engineered that, and he shared it with our community of traders. This guy has just been extremely successful trading this AI auto trader. In our Discord chat, he tells you exactly how he did it. He even shares the strategy templates, so you could do it too. Sood had a big day, over $8,000 last month. Simon over just under $17,000 over 7 Apex accounts, trading his prop accounts. Limit Up. We have a lot of members that are doing extremely well trading this system. Gary Sparks in YouTube. This is one of my favorites because listen, we've all bought systems that didn't work in the past, and we kind of get a bad taste in our mouth. But listen, it doesn't mean that every system you ever buy is not going to work. Gary Sparks had mentioned to one of the people in our YouTube stream that he had purchased bots from a number of different competitors of ours. And what he says is that our bot, the RLT, that's right line trading, that our bot is head and shoulders above our competition. And it's really the technology. It's that AI technology. So I have your phone number, Fouad, and I'm going to give you a call. I hate to end it while this trade is still live. I'm curious to see how far this baby goes. This is a really exciting strategy. It runs on a 2 Unirenko. But listen, if you have any questions, please put your name and your phone number in that chat box. And as soon as I'm done, I'm going to get a drink of water. I'm going to give you a call. I'm going to do my best to answer any questions that you might have. So I just want to wrap up with my final slide, my thank you slide, and end on a positive note. Let me see if I've missed any. Yes, they can trade on the micros. MB asks, am I using the drones as a leader? I'm really not dogmatic about whether it's a bot or drone. I'm using the one that's the most profitable. Sometimes, and I don't want to get too deep in this venue, MB, but this is something important to consider with that question. If you want that strategy to trade now, right now, then you want to use your drone, because your bot is being time optimized. So you do run the potential of putting the bot as your leader account, but it's not time optimized to trade right now. So if you wanted to trade right now, not set it and forget it, then you want to go with the drone if you're going to be sitting in front of it and you want to get it going right away. But to answer your question, the question again is, do I trade the bot or drone? If I'm going to set it and forget it, I'm going to trade the bot, because the bot is optimized itself and it's only going to trade historically when it does the best. I don't have to watch it. If I'm sitting in front of my computer, in front of my workspace, and I want to trade right now and I'm going to be in front of it, then I go with my drone. Okay. Paul, if you're going to trade multiple, the question that Paul asks is, does he need to purchase a trade copier for the AI auto trader? If you're going to trade multiple prop accounts, like 5, 10 different prop accounts, then having a trade copier makes it much simpler. You'll be a lot easier to manage those that large number of accounts. So a trade copier is a tool that it's a nominal fee for about $150. It's a one-time payment of $150. It's a tool that allows you to copy from one bot into 5 or 10 different accounts. So I use it, and to me, it makes it a lot easier to manage multiple accounts. Well, I need to purchase trade for the AI trader to connect to. Oh yeah, 20 Apex accounts, Paul. Run and get yourself a trade copier. If you need help with it, let us know. We'll set it up for you, and we'll show you how to use it. Okay. So let's wrap it up. Listen, if your trading journey is anything like mine, and you've blown out several trading accounts, you've bought other systems that just don't work, I want to tell you that there is hope. If you're a terrible trader like me who steps on a banana peel 3 times a day and makes bonehead moves, don't worry. This is fully automated. The AI auto trader can be a turning point in your trading career. Just imagine having the ability to have a trading day like this. I mean, This has to be over $20,000 or $25,000 in profits. So this will give you an edge over all other retail traders. So I want to wish you and your family, if I don't see you again before the holiday season, I want to wish you and your families a blessed holiday season. And I look forward to working together with you to accomplish your trading goals. My phone number is right here. Don't hesitate. Just give me 5 minutes to get a drink of water. Give me a call. I answer the phones here at Right Line Trading, and I'll be happy to answer any questions that you might have. If you're curious about that gold trade, we're still in it. And let me tell you, if it breaks that area of support, we've got some running room. So listen, it's a great system to trade. It's a lot of fun to watch, and you have the potential to put a lot of money in the boat. So I hope that you'll take me up on my offer, and let's trade together. God bless you, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. Have a great rest of your day. So long now. Bye-bye.